My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Aethermancer. In this run, everyone is very old, and the older they get, the more powerful they get. Yeah, everyone gets really old in the first two turns, so we're getting stupid efficiency from all of these things that trigger on age. Like, whenever you age, heal and shield self for 3. Also, whenever you age to a multiple of 4, trigger an attack against all enemies. For 2 earth water hits, damage based on the amount of age. For every 3 age, apply a power to self. Jazzy, your prime absorption's doing decently. It's not related to age though, so we'll see how long it lasts. Knight, loot drop epic. Show me an epic loot drop. Oh, Hecatonker's got 2 experience? Does that feel epic? I guess. A little. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to... Oh, never mind, I totally can point blitz them from here. Gonna want to kill the Naga before it starts gaining shield stacks as well as force. Just like the first thing it always wants to do is Akashic armor. It doesn't even have enough water to do it. It'll be fine. Right. So here's the dealio. We start with a Zephyr Punch. They're doing a lot of damage to Tonkeries this turn. Thankfully, Tonkeries has got a huge amount of shield as well. Pop a Snowy Embrace out on the field. And do I want to redirect an additional hit to the bottom line? No. Top line has more shielding. I want to play it basic. Oh, there goes all my shield with first attack in Venom. Fiery Stabs only did 12 damage. It could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. That one force, though, on the Naga is a little annoying. I stagger the Naga so I can prevent their retaliates without hitting them. The answer is no, but with Zephyr Punch I will stagger you on the second hit, so maybe that does avoid it. But also then we will get our DK. So if nothing else, I do have weakness on you. Okay, good. As much as I do like Whirlpool, theoretically, Eon Shield is way too efficient not to use because it ages everyone. I'm gonna generate resources here. It's either that or try and shield for the sake of the additional sidekick. Oh, almost got the bottom line of that. Ugh. Now everyone's got a ridiculous amount of stacks of force as well as so much shield. No! What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. Let's get old. Let's grow old together. We've always talked about it. Let's finally do it. I love just watching so many things happen after you choose an action. Eon Shield again. Quick we mineralize. It's hard not to love this build. Passivity wins the day. I'm very eager to see how well this is going to do against, not Hecatonchirus. It should be fine. Against Chernobog, because I'm leaning in the direction of this might... Like, it's not going to do a huge amount of single target damage. It will do incredible AoE damage constantly. I'm a little terrified of what happens when the enemy takes my guys. Like, if it has my Hecatonchirus and it's... Oh, I need a common equipment. It's going to get ruined. If it gets my Hecatonchirus and alongside that, it also manages to take all of its age stacks, that could be terrifying.
You found me again. Congratulations. Here's your reward. I've thought of a new question for you.
What is the original purpose of Aethermancers? To govern Terrestre alongside the soul.
Incorrect.
Alright. Well, I figured because they were created alongside the governing force that they must be part of the inaction of that governing? I don't know. Was my assumption. I guess it's flawed. You know what they say about assumptions? Don't do it. That's what I always said. Punch away, my Zephyr. That's a huge amount of damage you're trying to do there, friend. Good lord. I'm leaning in the direction of the... I will. I'm gonna Void Crystal, because that top liner is a tough customer. Oh. I can't get to Whirlpool, though. Oh, dear. So that's gonna be Snowy Embrace to AoE heal everyone. AoE shield everyone, rather. I honestly don't want to be using Eon Shield to do this right now, but the incoming damage is split and a lot. So I think it's better done than not. Good amount of weakness to have on the enemy who's going to be doing a huge AoE here. There's that Firestorm. Good lord, it crit on every hit except for one. It hit 6 times and it crit on 5 of them. Which annoyingly, when Tutselworm crits, it causes additional, I say additional, it causes a poison trigger. Or poison application, not poison trigger. Very annoying. Start the turn with the decay. The enemy hits Lamentation of Woes, debuffs all of us ridiculously as well. Can you stop? It's actually getting really frustrating. doing so many AoE hits. I'm just going to use an Aethermancer whip for the purge and then murder, so I don't have to worry about the giant hit from Medusa. There is still a pretty terrifying AoE hit coming out, so I'll prep an Eon Shield for that. Lamentation of Woes triggering before your attack is really bad. That's just vulnerability for everyone, or rather terror for everyone. Oh, thank heck we have that redirect. I don't want that damage going on Gargoyle. Jazzy. Hit you with a Cleansing Flame. Clear some debuffs. That Hurricane Punch almost slays. And quite frankly, any follow-up finishes that off. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Jotun. Nice. Hits the level up and hits shielding +1. That's going to be really useful. Literally everyone levels up this combat, all to level 8. Which is perfect. All of them are getting auras now. Clone summoning. Admittedly, cloning the wind totem is nice. But only if you do it as a free action, because I basically don't want to do it unless I'm doing it on the first couple of turns. On attack, applies 2 weakness to target enemy. Triggers after any attack is used. That's great, because that means 100-handed is going to give 2 weakness to target enemy, which is all of them. If the triggering action targets a single enemy, they are the target. Otherwise, the target enemy is chosen based on contextual factors. Never mind, it's fine. Against individual enemies, it'll still be good. Redirect and shield self at start of battle, as long as this monster has redirect. No. And I don't need you gaining power. Power is already gained elsewhere. For every 10 damage absorbed by shield on this monster, apply Age to self. Great. Also, whenever Age is applied to this monster, heal and shield self at 3 is nice, but I'll take Age absorption. Shield hit. On attack, deal a hit with damage equal to half this monster's shield rounded up. Psychic attacks do a 2x. Oh, that literally just doubles your damage, doesn't it, on Psychic? Jotun. That's a shifted hammer. No. It was just in shadow. It's not shifted. Right? Yeah, I don't think it was. Right? Yeah, it's not. Right? Yeah, it's not. All right, let's go with Zephyr. I want to use Hurricane Punch Eon Shield, but I shouldn't. It's too expensive, and if I want to pay for it, I'm going to have to use one of these, which I kind of want to save for the boss fight so I can just use them really, really, really aggressively. And also, starting the next turn with a Zephyr into Eon Shield is incredible. Alright, fine, I'll Snowy Embrace and default attack, I guess. Woof. And that was still focusing on shielding. Yeah, Amit does really big damage. That damage is stupid big. Thankfully, I've gotten to some good age, so we should... I am a little... Yeah, I don't want another electric jolt. I will throw out Lava Surge here. Not thrilled about that, though. Oh my god, the sidekick's still gonna happen, isn't it? Oh, no. And thankfully, I also gained a huge amount of shield in response to that. Neat. Right. Right. Hit him with the Eon Shield for the big decay against all enemies, and we can see where we are at after that. We are in a much safer world. I'm just gonna take the 20 healing. Yeah, even if I big shield everyone, I'm still pretty terrified. Hundred-handed got the stagger, and it also took out the Sphinx. Oh boy. Yeah. I think we might have this Amit down. I think we might be able to get there if we're lucky. Guess I could have also just punched him in the face. Jazzy gained an experience. Cool. Feel like I must have left something somewhere. Like there should be more value in this area. Maybe it's directly up here. Oh, no, that's the exit. Well. Oh, Ether Spring. Gotta go to the permanent buff. Wind. Everyone does wind damage hits. Congratulations, my dear Aethermancer. You finally found me. Excuse me? I suppose you've heard tales of me? I don't think so. Sorry. So I take it you did not brave the void hoping to rescue me? No matter. I'm Mike Leonard Golden, knower of all things, both the mundane and arcane. In fact, I've just now sated my curiosity regarding the inner workings of this here void. If you don't mind, I'll take my leave now. Permanently. Someone's got to raid Gale to find folks of Pilgrim's Rest about the tales of the void, you see. I suppose that path behind you should be safe enough. And it was indeed. Get out of here, buddy. Whoop. That's a shifted Tatzelworm. Do I even have a... I do. I have exactly one memento. Memento. Memento to catch the monsters. Memento. Yeah, definitely want to get that shifted Tartsel. We're still going to focus on actually having a good fight. Smoke bad. Okay, there's a dodge token on Tatsu. But our decay hit is a water hit, so it's going to really help us out here. I'm just going to go straight for the Whirlpool Stagger. That way I can guarantee that I get my shifted Tatzelworm. So I embrace for a bunch of healing and shielding. Handed only triggers once at the end of the turn. Ooh, but we do get Tatzel down. That's huge. Lamentation of Woes. I don't love that I keep triggering that constantly, but I don't really have a way to stop that from happening now that 100-handed is just going to be taking control and fighting for me. Same with Decay, I guess, as well. How many times must you smash Crystal, friend? It's wild to see that Jotun is twice the age of Hecatoncheires. And I'm only focusing on giving Hecatoncheires age, so where's all that coming from? I know where all that's coming from, but still. Gotta be double E on shields. there goes the worst part of the party. Perfect, we're all good, everything's a-okay, and we will be fine. No. Handed sets off the sidekick, which is not enough to kill, interestingly. That surprises me. Oh, but you're gonna die to... You're gonna die to having attacked Jotun. Come on, just a little bit older. Just a little bit older. And boom, got him. God, the sidekick gets so potent as well.
Victoire.
Ooh, no. I was about to say, I think that's the last boss. Oh, whenever a buff is applied to... Okay. This is a concern. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 25% chance to apply another stack of the same buff. So that's age. Age is a buff. We now know age is a buff because it can be removed by buff removal. Which means every time we age, 25% chance to age again. That includes start of turn and all aging effects. This needs to replace the skull, despite the fact that the skull is pretty good, because 1/4 more age is better. Monster cell. Oh, hold. This is replace one of their perks. Let's have a look at our monsters and what perks they have that suck. I mean, Hecatonchires, your corruption cleanse is irrelevant. Your yeah, it's your corruption cleanse, definitely. And I'm just gonna go with the generating ether. Damage +1 admittedly would be pretty good on you, but getting the ether to be able to cast all of your stuff is more important, in my opinion. All right, let's have a look at Lamentation of Woes. I need to know exactly if there's any way for me to really avoid it, because I think it triggers when I debuff the enemy, and the problem is I just will do that at the end of every turn. No real way around it. Lamentation of Woes. Retaliate. Cleanse a debuff from himself. For every 4 debuffs cleansed from himself, trigger an attack that deals 1/4 Earth Water to all enemies and applies 4 Affliction to each enemy. Yeah, can't really do too much with that. That said, we did get 2 age on our first turn on Hecatonchires there, so now you're already up to 3, which means I can follow up with an Aeon Shield. Because at the start of the next turn, you're already going to have at least 4. Which means using my first Decay immediately, and then... And then 100 Hands at the end of the turn as well. Already up to 5 age by the end of the first turn, without only taking dedicated age actions. Pretty good. Stop lamenting your woes, please. I have woes. We all have woes. I'm running through the city with them. Okay, you're well and old now. Good. Are you on shield? Again. Turns out to be enough to... Oh my god, we're up to 11 on Hecatonchirus. There's your big decay. Sidekick deletes someone. And he's always out there lamenting those woes. About some additional big shielding and healing. I'm gonna be really distraught if the enemy manages to kill me through that. Okay, as long as there's only one of them on the field, I'm much more comfortable. Alchemical Blast! No, they hit me with the chemicals! 18 age on Jotun. Good lord. Get him. Also, every time Hecatonchirus hits a multiple of 4 in age, it then gets another age, which has a 1/4 chance to give another age as well. This is sick. Hecatonchirus, you have action Stardust. If this monster has 3 or fewer age stacks, apply age on it. Otherwise, generate wild ether. Wild. It's a free action as well. Sad, how often on the first turn do I have a free action to... Oh, I could do like that free action and then Zephyr Punch on the first turn. Do both? Stardust? There's also Summon Wisp. Deals additional damage for each stack of age. Which realistically, if I put this on Jotun in the final fight, it would do ridiculous things. Alright. I'll take it for exactly that reason. Thorns, retaliate with a 2x4. I mean, eventually at some point, Jotun is taking the majority of the hits because it just gets ridiculous age and now has a ridiculous amount of redirects. That said, do you have any abilities you really don't use? Kinda Hibernation? I'm leaning towards max health there as well, and you'll never guess. If my max health is max enough, the enemies won't be able to remove my health. Skull. It's nice, but Jotun doesn't really debuff. I'm gonna scrap that. I also really like the additional ether Jotun's getting. It's very useful. On attack, apply 2 weakness to target enemy is especially now that I'm not adding from debuffs. Hexing Strikes is probably going to be the one that I want to get rid of here most. Yeah, it will be. Head in to see what Lily has to say about that. It's so awesome to see your monsters shielding themselves to keep them out of harm. That way, corruption can't touch them at all, which should help them in the long run. Defense is the best offense, I always say. We'll be rerolling a trait. On Hecatonchirus, Hexing Strikes. On On support action from any ally, applies 2 weakness distributed among enemies with the lowest amount of weakness. I could Cosmic Wisdom, which realistically, like, that is a lot of ether on you. Or Jotun, but Jotun has other things to do at the moment. There's not many collectibles here, are there? Alright, it's just you and me, Tonk. And you. But this you is me. I understand if you're confused. Let me draw you a diagram. Gotta get a Zephyr. I'll apply some power to the unit that's actually going to be doing all my damage. I think I should probably Eon Shield, just because the first attack coming in from the enemy is pretty Eon Shieldable. Oh, no. What I really wanted to do is Aethermancer Whip. That would have been... I almost want to find a way to restart this fight, but no. Forward! Oh, yeah, slowing down your aging would be really useful. Anyway. Yeah, 100-handed gets some weakness out there to start with, and we get some additional weakness from the tome. Soundwave comes out for, honestly, a huge buff to my team because it took out as much shield as it did. That's a lot of permanent power you just gave all of my guys. Thank you. I really want to summon Wisp, but it's hard to argue against just Eon Shield, Eon Shield, Eon Shield, Eon Shield. Especially because on the other end of playing Eon Shield that many times, the Wisp becomes better. So it all feeds back in. I'm gonna Ether Whip to stop you from doing the big cast there. And sure, I'll just follow it with a basic attack. No! The enemy has 100 hands now, which is actually, again, a lot of buffs to my team. I love how Golden Age cleanses debuffs as well. It's really... it's the main thing managing debuffs against me. Also, all this while, Jazzy just getting much better at sidekicking, as well as gaining a bunch of sidekick. Here comes the decay, so Jazzy is even going to follow it up. 64 damage 2 times. The enemy's going to be resetting this turn, so playing towards stagger limits is not relevant. And I have such control of this fight that, like, yes, I could be using my Aethermancer artifacts. No, it will not make a difference. So much age. It's also great that Jotun has the ability to gain a bunch of age, which then becomes shielding and healing as retaliates. So whenever the enemy hits, like, we can have them fully retaliate every enemy, 5 of them in a row, just attacking Jotun, because Jotun shields and heals between them. Okay. I'm gonna summon Wisp now. I think it's about time I had that bad boy on the field. Then Eon Shields. Which means the Wisp now needs to attack the 29? Yeah, attacking the 29 is fine. That's totally fine. To keep that weakness eye. Ah, L'Age du Christ. Nope. 34 now. Yeah, a little worried about that. Wisp lost a decent amount of essence there, unfortunately. That said, I do think me and my 41 stacks of age are going to be able to bring this one home. Let's drop an Eon Shield, get a little older, because I'm feeling too spry. There goes once more for the road.
Victory.
Very unlikely anyone gets another level. Epic stuff. Hit +1. Every hit does an additional hit. And water damage +1. And healing +1. Honestly, I think this is probably better as scrap. Jotun, you way prefer energy manipulation. You barely ever hit the enemy. Hecatonchirus, you obviously have the talisman. And Jazzy, your tome for single target weakness is more important than an additional hit on you. Let's grab some 15 gold for it. Go check out what's going on with the merchant. Welcome to the sacred... we've had this conversation. Talisman. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 25% chance to apply another stack of the same buff. I mean... good. I do think I can afford to put that on Jotun. Because it's additional redirect and age, obviously. And then the age gives me additional redirect as well. I'm going to hit a couple of... oh. A couple of these just in case Jotun hits a level. Nope. But, oh my god, you were so close. Cleanse them all and head into the fight. We finally made it back. I can still feel Chernobog. I need to reach them again. Brace yourselves. Bum, 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 bum.
I always hated Monsterkin. Or was that their doing? We'll never know for sure. That's the cruelty of it.
We were all made for specific purposes, but that doesn't mean we're unable to change them.
Easy for you to say. You were never connected. You never suffered our torment. You will soon.
I definitely got to age on turn 1, and I would love to break that hand off. Especially while I'm just setting up other things. Speaking thereof, I'm gonna Aethermancer Whip to steal your ability to Death Bloom me this turn. No Death Blooming me this turn. Alright. Don't need to overshield when the enemy's only using a single basic attack. Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So Eon Shield here gives me the aging to cause the decay hit, which then breaks that hand, freeing Hecatoncheires to do whatever Hecatoncheires wants to Hecatonka do. Also, that Death Bloom looks pretty bad, so why don't you not do that for me, buddy? I'm gonna yoink that away with the Aethermancer. Yeah, you're pretty scary, Chana. What turn do you summon? Unending. I think it's next turn, but I'm not certain. Like, I don't really want to Hurricane Punch. If it's... I will, fine. I'll have the 15 corruption on Doggly. Is that 100-handed coming out? 100-handed was almost enough to stagger the arm as well. Gonna be Doom Blooms for 5 Terror, which thankfully we will clear very quickly, which is nice. Got good debuff plans. Okay, yeah, there's your summon, unfortunately. So that's gonna be... enemy grabs one of each of them. Unfortunately, they have age, and annoyingly, Chernobog has a lot of things that care about age. So at the start of the turn, you just shielded all of them ridiculously. Annoying. Start with Eon Shield. I'm gonna Lava Surge for the interrupt and power. Should definitely apply power here. I'm gonna Whirlpool for the stagger and additional age, giving us a redirect. So that my least vulnerable minion, and I do mean vulnerable, is gonna be fielding all of these. There's Glacier Smash for a lot of damage, but admittedly, at least it's on the target who can take it. And then shields up a bunch in response. Perfect. Good work. In fact, literally shields back to as much shield, almost as much shield as they can get. They're 2 off. And he's mainly staggered by fire at the moment. I don't really have good fire attacks. Admittedly, Cleansing Flame for some fire purging debuffs is pretty good. That said, I also do feel like I get a lot of that same value just out of hitting Eon Shield twice. Especially because the enemy's still doing single targets, and we have the redirects. And also I get debuff cleanse by doing this as well, so... Another power for Hecatoncheires, follow up with another Eon Shield. Good lord, we've got 11 wild. And 6 water, because we just don't use it. Should I just throw a Lava Surge at him for stagger potential? I think it's really bad at doing that, though. No, I'm going to generate resources I care about. Good 100 hands. They're weak, they're doomed, and they're shielding the hell out of my yoke. Looks like the enemy's gotten a hand back. Good working on shield. Unfortunately, that is exactly the move that has been stolen from us. I'm gonna start getting ready to stagger that hand. And sure, we'll go with a basic attack here. Boo hiss, but it's okay. Oh, never mind. The 100-handed finishes the stagger. Doom, Bloom, and Glacier Smash. This one, yeah, this one will start taking a little bit of our HP, unfortunately.
No! My guy! That's so many stacks of redirect!
And so much age. Oh no. I'm pretty sure I get vulnerability equal to the age stacks on the enemies here. Oh. Hang on. We might be able to stop that happening before it happens. Which is the perfect time to stop something from happening. Because it's very difficult to stop something from happening after it happens. It doesn't matter who I attack, I'm going to be attacking Jotun. Wait, hang on. Hecatonchros, yours is for every 3, so you're doing 7 attacks at the end of this turn, which means you're going to stagger Chernobog before its turn. I'm going to go defensive. Ooh, right in the bog. And just 216 damage immediately afterwards, casually. Oh, you've used Eon Shield. That doesn't feel right at all. Oh, never mind. We kill him at the start of the turn with the decay and then the sidekick follow. Hell yeah. Oh, Hecatonchros and Jotun both hit their level up, which is really important because that's a total of 50 more ether crystal per. We're getting pretty close, I think, to having most of the upgrades unlocked, at which point we can start focusing on taking non-ether crystal options. We also managed to craft 4 mementos here, 3 of them being shifted and 1 of them being ridiculous in Jotun. I don't know if the other ones are ridiculous. Maybe the other ones are also ridiculous. Jumping back to our base here, it is time for me to level up more. Have you ever been to Aquil, the capital of Aquelius? I have. It's beautiful and very structured. It's a marvel of architecture, designed by Formal Holt, another one of the original 15 Aethermancers. They call it the Rogue. They call them the Rogue Aethermancer, though I'm not sure why. Formal Holt has been known to act independently of all other Aethermancers. They've always followed their own principles and ideas. You and them are quite like that, aren't you? I can hit artifact recharge. It's pretty expensive. Let's have a look at other options first.
I heard you've been using monsters with a bit of age on them. That true, son?
Yes, it is. Some of them are certainly quite old. Why do you ask?
I think you made a fine choice in taking them along. There's wisdom in age, and knowledge brings power. I would have denied it in my younger years, though. Especially in front of older folks. But now, at my age, I can safely say I just didn't want him to be right.
Oh boy. 300, 350. I might not even have much that I can really buy.
Ah, can you hear that, Sirius?
I can... yes, we've seen this line before as well, unfortunately. Shifted Monster Finder. Doubles the chance to find shifted monsters. Yeah, so I got like 950 worth of stuff to buy, but Lily, I'll get someone to start the next run with from you as well.
Seeing you and your monsters never ceases to amaze me, Sirix. I wish I could tame some monsters of my own. I wonder how that creepy merchant did it.
Let's establish a soulbound.
Dusa? I do want to start a run with Dusa, I gotta admit. I mean, I don't need to unlock Jotun. I just played with him. I will unlock them later. I mean, at some point I should just come here and clear all of these, but I want to get the other ones first, because realistically this only affects me at the very start. Give me Starspawn. And Dusa. I don't know who I want to start the next episode with. I'm going to leave it open between the two of those. Then Gustavo. And I guess I'm going Shifted Monsters Finder rather than the additional gold start. But that will set us up for our next run in the next episode. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting it or on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. Add above the thank tape and special thanks this episode to Disney Mia. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.